What is going on, everyone? We're back in with another review. In today's video, we're reviewing our first episode of Card Comparison, and pretty much what this kind of series video is we're reviewing the collection rewards. So we're going to go over the 99 Jackie, the 99 George Brett, the 99 McCutchen, and the 99 Randy Johnson. So how you earn these four cards is the 99 Johnson is through, obviously, the live series collection, and then we have the 99 Jackie, which is through all the All-Star Game, collection cards, and then McCutchen and George Brett are through the actual collections with the primes, the All-Stars, the breakouts, the rookies, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be comparing these cards and seeing which collection is the best and which their best is for their value and their stats and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little, series kind of. We're going to be doing this throughout the year on kind of some of the big cards, and this will make more sense towards the end of the year when, we got a lot of end game cards and which cards you should be putting on your team, and their stats and their swings and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little series that we're going to be doing across MLB The Show 22, and hope you guys enjoy the videos. Alright, so and then our first collection is going to be this Randy Johnson. He's a left-hander, obviously. He's the only starting pitcher throughout the collection so far this year. So he obviously has the two fastballs. He's got the splitter, the slider, and the slurve. You can obviously see the pitch velocity, and we could go ahead and toggle over to his pitch control. So he's obviously more dominant with his slider and his fastball. So obviously when he's out of breath or whatever, he's definitely gonna have more control with those. And then his break obviously on his fastball and his slider is crazy. So this card is really good for the first really big 99 in the game because it's a live series. So you can pretty much get him pretty much whenever with the live series. But his only downside is, I guess, his walks per 9, which I guess would be a downside. But overall, he has a really good stats. So I think this is a really good card for the first 99 in MLB The Show that's supposed to last the whole year, and a new legend as well. You gotta think about it like that. So this is definitely one of the better collections in the game. Alright, so next we're gonna be talking about this George Brett card, the second collection on into MLB The Show 22. As you see, he's got pretty good stats for the first collection. I mean, I think this card is good for third base. He's got the fielding, he's got the good speed, obviously, and he's got the good contact versus left and righties. And he's got the good hitting stats across the board. He's another one that's good across the board. We'll see how he matches up with that new Austin Riley card that just got added into the game. That's also third base. We haven't seen his stats when I'm recording this video, so I don't really know how good that card is, but we'll see if he's going to replace him. But this card is really good, and he can also play at first base as well, or he could be a good bench bat later down the road. So George Brett card definitely is a good card to get. Lastly, we're going to be talking about the new Andrew McCutchen card that just got added to the game. He's obviously a center fielder, can play left and right in his positions. He's got decent speed, he's got really good fielding, he's got good hitting, obviously. So he's pretty similar to the other couple cards we showed. It's just, he's more good across the board through all the three stats. He's got pretty much almost 100 everything on hitting, and he's almost at that 90 fielding range about there, and then he's got good speed as well to play the outfield. So this is one of the better cards for the outfield, especially. So definitely gonna be rocking him in my lineup when I do unlock him. So I do like the Andrew McCutchen card. So our first card we're going to cover is the 99 Jackie Robinson, and as you see, I moved my face cam so it's out of the way because all these cards have diamond hitting and diamond fielding, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, Jackie's card's pretty good. He's got the 96 speed, he's got the 87 fielding, all that stuff. He's got the 125 contact versus righties and lefties, 88 power, 80 power, all that good stuff. He's got really good stats. He's one of the better cards. The only downfall to this card is probably obviously his power, and then his fielding is probably the worst stats about his whole card. Because honestly, this card's really good across the board. Let's be honest. You can play multiple positions as well, first, third, and left. So that's something else to think about as well. But yeah, this is a pretty solid card for all the All-Star cards. I'm not going to lie. I'm glad to see Jackie Robinson back in the game, as always. Yeah, so if you look at all the attributes between the four cards, I would definitely have to give it to Randy Johnson in this category, just because he's going to be good for, a while. He's still good right now, so I think he's going to be good to the end of the game. Plus, it's really hard to hit his fastball when he's got that outlier on it, especially. It's still hard to catch up because it breaks so much. Obviously, he's got that 99 break on the fastball and on his overall card, so that's why, he's very good into the game. So that's why I think he's, the best card, because he's going to be able to use long-term throughout the whole game. He's got the good stamina. I've actually seen glitches with the stamina where he's been lasting well over 100 pitches and he's still in the green on energy, which is crazy to think about because the stamina is that good. Or it's a glitch in the game, I don't know. But yeah, I think he's the definitely card that'll be lasting the whole game. I think he's a really good legend, so I personally would probably say he's the best for overall stats and use, in my opinion, just because it's Randy Johnson. If you ever played against him or if you ever tried to hit against him in ranked seasons, it's pretty much impossible to do it. It's really hard to get hits off his fastball and his slider because they're so nasty. Fully off the slurve and two-seam, or you could probably get some of your hits, or if you just sit a spot, he throws a lot. It really depends how the other person is using him, because it's any other pitcher. You can kind of just sit on a spot or sit on anything and kind of be able to hit him, but it's very hard So, you know, hit him if they're changing up everything. You don't know what they're going to throw. You don't know what they're predicting, stuff like that. So that's why he could be very good at the top of the game in this card. So that's why he's definitely probably the #1 collection card right now in MLB The Show. If I had to go with my next one, #2 obviously will be all the hitters now. I'd probably say the Andrew McCutchen, just because like in the outfield you need a lot of speed, right? And some of the outfield cards have really good speed, but they cut. For my second one, I'd probably have to say Andrew McCutchen. He's got really good hitting stats across the board, and you know it's really hard to look past his speed and his fielding, especially for the outfield. And you know we don't have that many good McCutchen cards in the game either, so that's why it is nice to see him as one of the better cards in the game. So I personally have to say he's #2 across all of his stats. He's got a really nice swing too, if you have not seen his swing. But yeah, I mean it's pretty good. Like every hitting stat's good except bunt, obviously. 94 fielding's a good, and 87 speed. You know, he's still got 83 arm in the outfield, so I think he's a really good card to be used in that center field position, and that's why he's my #2. So my third collection reward probably have to be Jackie Robinson. I mean, the card is just so good. He's got pretty much 100 across the board, except for his power, and then his speed 96. It's almost the best in the game you can get with 92 steal and 99 base aggressiveness. So I mean that's pretty good. And at second base, you're not going to need an insane amount of fielding. You know, he's got 87 and then 72 arm. So it's not crazy at second base, to be honest. So he can also be played in left field, which is really good, you know, to get that diversity, obviously, around the diamond. So that's why I think he's the third best reward, in my opinion, throughout MLB The Show. And then I have to say the worst one so far is probably this George Brett. And when I mean worst, it's like very close because these cards are really good. They're the best cards in the game right now. So if we compare George Brett, right, he's gonna be the 4th one. If we compare to the other cards, I think the other cards just do a little bit more than him. He's obviously won the power over Jackie, but Jackie kind of wins every other category with speed, steal, you know, and then he wins fielding. But I think Jackie's just a more solid player than George Brett, in my opinion. I've had more success with the Jackie Robinson card than I have the George Brett card in the past MLB The Show games, and this game it seems like. So I don't know. I'd have to say George Brett 4th, but I want to know what your guys' predictions are in the comments below. What order do you think these cards in? Did I rank them correctly? And who are you most excited to be playing with, with all the collections? Because right now these cards are very fun to use, and when you get on the rhythm with them, they're probably the best cards in the game. You know what I'm saying? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, drop a subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All the socials are linked down in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everyone.